Hi everyone, how are you? I hope you're all well. I'm stopping by here doing another video as part of the Taking Care of Her Business interview series or video interview series, and this time I'm sat down with Leanne, and Leanne is a creative and a graphic designer who makes the most beautiful designs, so I'm really glad that our paths cross. So hi Leanne, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Yeah, really good. So enjoying the time, even though it's in the lockdown, but a nice time to like focus really and kind of work on what I'm working on. So
Good, good. And thank you for taking the time away from your busy designing creative life. I know you've got a lot going on. I've been seeing it all on Instagram and so on. So I really appreciate you taking time to sit down with me. So tell us, how did you get started? Were you always creative as a child? You know, how did you get started in the creative and graphic design field?
yeah, so I've always been creative. So whether it be through dance or design, art, or yeah, fine art, that was kind of mainly where I started off at college and at school. So I took a fine art A level, and then from there I kind of dabbled in graphic design. Um, so that was one part of my media studies. A level was graphic design, and I kind of fell in love with it then. And then I did a foundation diploma in graphic design just before I went to uni to kind of see if that was the career path that I wanted to go down.
Yeah.
And I think that was kind of out of my depth at the time. Because I had a fine art background, so I was used to using my hands and painting and drawing and things like that. So to move onto the computer was a completely different skill, really, to do like computer generated design. So I kind of a little bit scared off at that point. But when I went to uni, I did dance and media culture, and then again graphic design kind of popped up in my media side of the degree, and again fell in love with it, so I couldn't avoid it. It was kind of calling out to me, so it's been a calling in its own way. And then from there I kind of developed those design skills with the computers using like the Adobe programs. And yeah, a lot of it's been self-taught, but always creative in my heart, definitely.
Brilliant, brilliant. So you kind of dabbled a bit, transitioned into it, and then found that you got a gift for it and you couldn't stay away from design.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I couldn't say it. It's really a passion. So.
Wonderful. And when it came to kind of starting out work-wise, you know, were you then working for big companies? Did you start out freelance, or did you sort of think, okay, I'm just going to start my own business from the beginning?
So it was, my hand was a little bit forced. So when I finished uni, it was that whole struggle of being a new graduate, trying to get a job. What can I do? So at the very beginning, it was freelance based. So I was contacting friends and family. Do you want a design? Do you want flyers? Anything like that. So that's pretty much how I started. But that wasn't sustainable at the time in terms of like supporting myself financially. So the goal was to work for a company. So I just sent out my CV, hoped for the best. I knew that I didn't have a full degree in graphic design, but I was hoping that my skills and the examples that I sent them was good enough for them to see potential. And fortunately, a few months in, I was offered an art working position for an advertising agency. So that was the start of my career. And then kind of built up to graphic design.
So when it came to, you know, sort of then moving into starting your own business or having that own side hustle where you've been working on your own designs, I mean, have you had a business mentor? Have you taken out a business loans? Or what things did you do to support you in getting there? Or have you just kept working on your own, sort of in your own way?
Yeah, it was mostly in my own, really. I've not had any loans or anything like that, or a mentor per se. I'd say in my first job, there was a lot of training on the job. So in a way, that was the way I've kind of got some guidance in the field. But in terms of my own business, yeah, it's all self-funded. So I supplemented the income from my full-time job and used that to grow my own business. Yeah.
You're doing what a lot of us black people are used to. Us black women know that we take a little bit and we try and turn it into a lot more than we have to. Nice. No, it's fantastic to hear that. And in terms of,